Hello, this is Lindsay. It's Tuesday, May 20th, 2025 in the afternoon. And once again, I want to document more of my experiences here in San Antonio as a targeted individual, the gang stalking, and what they're doing, what they did today at least. Once again, it's this vindictive smear campaign stuff that they're doing to me at the gym. Gold's Gym, and I know for a fact, and the reason obviously because I'm very expose these people and I'm very transparent about what I talk about. I don't hide anything. I say it as it is, and I just speak the truth. And this is what these people can't stand. But it makes them angry when somebody doesn't go along with their hive-minded fucking agenda. And I don't give a fuck what anybody says as far as challenging what I'm saying, because I can guarantee that I'm not making this stuff up as far as the smear campaign, the stalking, the discrimination the direct discrimination that they're doing to me, blatant harassment at the gym, for example, to try to monitor me. So obviously certain people know that I make videos. They know that I get angry. They know what they're doing to me. So the rumor mongering and fear mongering, of course, amongst these people who work there or whatever, who go there, they all partake in it. They all partake, and they know they've been told certain things about me, and some of these people are aware that I document this stuff. So obviously they're scapegoating me and making me out to be the villain, as usual, the stupid, crazy, mentally ill villain who doesn't know what I'm talking about. That's how they're able to use plausible deniability to hide these crimes, and I will continue to fucking expose it, because last night first let me get back to what happened today, and then I'll get back to what I was doing last night. So today at the gym, once again, all those treadmills, just about all of those free motion treadmills are all fucking broken. It's like they don't. And so I kept going from one machine to the next, because every single one that I got on was fucking broken. Something was wrong with each and every one that I tried out, except as usual. And it's very aggravating, because they see that as funny, because most of these people they don't even fucking know if the machines are working or not, because they're not there to really do anything except whatever. I actually use a machine to its capacity like you're supposed to. I see a few other people who do that. It's an incline treadmill, so you can fuck around with the incline, and most people are just there fucking around, not doing anything except trying to be seen and showing off. It's like, why don't you just go on another fucking treadmill then? And if you're gonna waste your fucking time, what the fuck are you doing on this treadmill? When whatever, they seem to think that I'm so dumb, like I don't know what I'm doing. I've been using the same goddamn treadmills like that for 7-8 years now. So I don't give a fuck what these people say, and if they use the fucking media to sit there and harass me and mock me, these stupid fucking dumb fucks on the computer, on the stupid media, go right the fuck ahead. I don't give a fuck what the fuck you think about me. At least I have determination and confidence in myself enough to not give a fuck what you people think about me, because that's all they do. They have nothing better to do but to make fun of people, about your appearance, about every little thing about a person that they can find. They're gonna, do it, because that's how these stupid fucking people are. They think that they're all that because they're a part of some goddamn community watch bullshit. And mind you, I'm out 15-20 miles from San Antonio proper. I'm way out 151, so it's way out there, and they're still doing this shit to me. It doesn't matter what fucking gym I go to, the same bullshit starts up. So I've gotten very accustomed to that. I just ignore these fucking people. I don't fucking have anything to say to these goddamn people. I don't want to talk to any of them. I'll say one thing that happened though yesterday, and I'm not saying all these people are bad, because there seem to be a few people who are decent, but there's this one man who I used to see him a lot at the Gold's Gym, and he's a kind of shorter statured man, light-skinned Hispanic man, and I had talked to him before over at that Goliad location a long time ago, and he used to just kind of smile and look at me. And then I started seeing him at this 151 Gold's Gym location, And then, we talked a few times, and he he knows who I am. I know who he is, and he seems to be a friendly man. His name is Max, and he's from Mexico, and he does have a thick accent. And for some reason, I thought he was from Cuba, but no, he's from Mexico. But he does have, an accent, and he seems like a nice man. I don't know his age. I don't know, but he seems like a man who's smart, or he seems very wise, or something about him that I don't know. I'm just saying that there's certain people that you can pick up certain vibes about, and with me, I can feel certain energies around certain people that are either really bad or really good. And from this man, I feel I sense a lot of positivity, like good energy from that man. I don't know him well. I just know his name is Max, but he seems to be a benevolent person who may be aware of what's going on, but he doesn't seem to be, I don't know. I'm just saying there's certain people who are good and certain people who are bad, at least who I can pick up on their vibrations. And the people who are there to try to cause me more harm or try to distract me, I just try to avoid them. I just try to act like I don't see them or play like I don't, acknowledge their existence, because literally there are people who, I don't know what they do as far as some of these witchcraft shit and curses that they do, but I can assure you that there are people that do really bad things to try to cause people to have accidents or harm, intentional harm. Now, I might hate people and say shit a lot, talking out loud and talking when I'm angry because I get triggered, but I would never intentionally go out and kill somebody or hurt somebody just because I don't like them. I can't do that. I would have to have a really, really good reason to go out and kill somebody. Obviously, if it were on self-defense but other than that, I would not be putting fucking spells on people and shit like that on a machine, or causing this witchcraft crap that these people do to try to make somebody have an accident. That's just fucked up. But some of these people do these kinds of things because I've seen it. I've gone through it myself, and you cannot, if you feel that there's something wrong about somebody, if they make you feel really uncomfortable, then you really, I believe it's important to pay attention to those instincts that you get around people whenever because I'm very intuitive to these kinds of things. I can pick up on these kinds of things, and I can feel like sometimes when somebody's really bad, like their energy is so bad, I literally start shaking. I feel like I'm going to have a heart attack, and I get nauseated. I feel like I feel like I'm going to pass out. That's what happens to me whenever I feel somebody's energy. It's really bad and negative, like something bad that they're going to try to do, or that I really can feel. I can feel it all throughout my body, the negativity. And so and I get a lot of that, and I just try to avoid those kinds of people because they're toxic. They're toxic. There's one thing, like I said, there's a difference between the actions speak louder than words. Let's just put it that way. Actions speak louder than words. If a person goes out and intentionally causes harm, physical harm to people via their actions, that's something different. Now, people can, like I said, a lot of people nowadays, the way they do this witchcraft shit is they sit behind a fucking computer monitor with their surveillance crap and do their shit, whatever they do to people to try to traumatize them, to shame them, and do all this weird stuff that these people do nowadays because of the surveillance. Because of the fact that everywhere you go, there's surveillance. There's surveillance in the locker room. I can feel the fucking surveillance. It's right there at the end of in the bathroom stall at the ladies' locker room over there on Highway 51. They have a fire like this. You can tell that there's a fucking hidden camera in these things. It's obvious that they put hidden cameras in these little whatever. Like I can feel it, and it's obvious because I'll put it to the test. And sure enough, as soon as I walk out the door, they're heavily monitoring me every fucking time I say something to put it to the test, like in the locker room. So I know that they have hidden cameras in there, which is a violation. That's illegal to do that. You can't. It's illegal to spy on anybody in a public bathroom or locker room, that's illegal. And that's very perverted. But this is what people do. This is how these nasty Canaanite fucking Khazarian mafia, whatever the fuck they are, that's how they get their perverted joy from watching people. It's very sadistic. But the people behind this are the Khazarian mafia, the KM mafia. Look that up. Look up the Khazarian mafia. Look up the history about these people and start connecting the dots and realizing that they're also the fucking people behind 9/11. You don't blame the fucking Muslims or the Arabs or the whatever. It was a fucking Khazarian mafia, which goes back to Babylonian, Talmudic, black magic shit from the Babylonian Talmud. It's all connected, and it's Khazarian mafia people doing this shit. They're the ones who do the bank. They're the ones doing all the Federal Reserve, the counterfeit money, the money laundering, the human trafficking. You can connect it to the Khazarian mafia, i.e., in other words, KM Mafia, Khazarian Mafia, which are a tribe of Jews, Sephardic, whatever Jews, that are doing a lot of this shit. And that's a fact. You don't call me a fucking anti-Semite. It's what I'm saying is a fact. Look it up. Do your research. Do your due diligence, because this stuff is real. It's not a conspiracy theory at all. It's not. Why don't you read about it? Instead of making me look so crazy when in fact, no, maybe I'm the one in the fucking room who's aware of what's going on, instead of always being scapegoated because I don't play along with some scripted shit with these fucking people that are clearly like the way they behave, the way they think they're so perfect, it's all so robotic, their behaviors, and so unnatural. It's like, what the fuck are you, what are you trying to do? Like, why is it that they're always trying to get my attention? The question is, I see what they're doing, but why is it that they're so eager to get my reaction to this stupid shit that they do? You know, why me? Why me? Because I can see that it's all fake. I can see that you may as well be reading from a script because you look like you're a fucking wannabe actor who just came in from some fucking rehearsal. It's really stupid because it's not natural. It's not, they're very, these people are like I said, they're like fucking robots. Like, it's very uncomfortable to be around those kinds of government hive mind people that everything, if you try to have a conversation with them, they don't even know how to answer because it's like they need to follow a script. That's how a lot of these people are. And so it's like, okay, whatever, let them. I don't know what the fuck is up with Gold's Gym and why they do that, but there's something weird about Gold's Gym that I don't know who. All I know is that it was started by some man named Joe Gold, I think, and I don't really know much about him. I don't know. He was, but I know that this man was some kind of merchant marine who started that gym. But other than that, there's just stuff that I'm like, I can't believe that I've been going there this long and I'm still putting up with this shit, this scapegoat smear campaign, targeting of myself for this long, for 9 years of this shit that they've targeted me for abuse, psychological trauma. But obviously I'm resilient enough to keep going because I've gotten so used to it, the horrendous things that some of these people have done to me. You grow a real thick skin after a while, but it's insulting and humiliating, but you get so used to it, this corporate fucking gang stalking shit. And there ought to be lawsuits against places that do this kind of stuff. There ought to be people who file complaints and lawsuits against the discrimination that really goes on in these places because it's very blatant. It's very obvious that they don't want certain people there and that they try really hard to get rid of certain individuals based on things about the person that they don't like. And I see it all the time because they do it to me every day. They target people like me just because I'm not, because I'm different, because I don't look the right way, whatever. And so of course, they're going to do that, and it's illegal to do that. If a company, it's not it's a franchise or it's a corporation, they can't do that. The only way they can kick somebody out of a gym, a public gym, is if the person is, doing drugs or doing some kind of something illegal. Other than that, they can't kick a person out who's a member of the gym, even though no matter how ugly the person is, no matter how whatever You know, because they try to make you feel, the thing about these places is it's all about appearance, obviously. And so me being that, oh God, I'm so ugly, look at me, I'm an ugly, ugly old lady. And they have to make sure that they get these really elderly people to get right next to me to try to make me look foolish, or try to make it look like, look at you, you look like the 90-year-old woman next to you. You know, shit like that to try to make you feel inadequate, or that you're, you know, not perfect. And this is how the ageism falls into this shit. It's a lot of ageism, a lot of blatant discrimination, like you're never going to be good enough. And it's like, I'm not fucking trying to be good enough, and I don't fucking care what the fucking surveillance cameras say about me, but it's a violation of my rights to be exploited like that and humiliated and mocked day after day by these people in the government or whatever, conducting these illegal psychological warfare programs against targeted individuals. And that 100% is a fact. What I'm saying is 100% accurate. You can sit here and try to fucking challenge me all day and night about what I'm saying, but I can guarantee you that I'm speaking the truth about what I experience and what goes on at these gyms, Gold's gyms, all of them. It doesn't matter which one you go to, but some of them are worse than others. But I can assure you that they've got their fucking government minions and their gang stalking people to fucking keep tabs on people who are quote unquote a threat or a whatever. It's really stupid. It's really ridiculous, because you have to ask yourself, who the fuck are these people to be judging me? Who are you to be scrutinizing me because of your fucking little degree or your fucking PhD? I don't give a fuck about your fucking PhD. I can do research and figure shit out without having to have a PhD. I've got education as well, and I have the ability to discern. So don't fuck with me when your fucking little gang stalking shit is not going to work with me, or your dumb surveillance crap. And one thing they did today, and I won't be going there much longer. This is about, I'm gonna quit going to that fucking place altogether. I'm so fucking fed up with the shit they're doing to me there. But it's just, it's enough. It's not worth it to go through that every day. The taunting, the tormenting, the stalking, the shit that they do is just, it's not worth it. It's not worth it for my health, for my well-being. It's just not worth it to put myself through that shit day after fucking day of that, being attacked, literally attacked by people. And so today I went and of course the water fountain by the ladies' locker room was not functioning. It wasn't working yesterday, and once again today it wasn't working. So you have to go to the one by the men's locker room, and so they are always, oh look, let's watch. Is she gonna? They just want to make you look fucking stupid. They want to make you look foolish by walking around. You know, because they know that I have to, whatever, anything that you have that might be some kind of a medical condition or some kind of a flaw, they're going to fucking blow that out of proportion to try to make you feel bad about yourself, which is a form of fucking discrimination, okay? Severe discrimination, because I don't want to talk about a condition that I have that I was born with, basically, that I can't fucking really help. But they treat me like the way they discriminate against me is that they seem to think that I'm not a female. Like I must be some kind of a male or a transgender because of the fact that I have a urethral problem with my urethra that was since I've been born. It's a birth something that I've had my entire life. These fucking people doing this shit to me. It's very cruel the way they make fun of people, but it's a condition that I've had since I was a child. Okay, it's a medical condition. It's not something that's really, and it got worse whenever I went to a urologist in like 2009 or 10 or whatever. This man in Houston, Dr. Michael Mineo. I talked about this before, how they did this procedure where they did a psychoscopy and stuck this thing way up my urethra to check my bladder, only to make it worse. Okay, I was born with a urethral stricture. I know a lot of you people don't know what the fuck that is, but I've had a problem my entire life as far as going my ability to urinate properly or regularly. So they make fun of that with the fucking hidden cameras in the bathroom and make fun of me about that, and I can guarantee you that they do. They get these new fucking janitors to fucking make sure that they're mopping right when they have to make sure that they make a big fucking mess a big wet floor to make sure that I slip and fall and break my fucking head. You know, they're sitting there laughing while they're mopping, like just smiling, looking at me. Okay, what are you trying to get me to fucking do? Have a fucking accident by doing the fucking mop right in my path like that on purpose? Some of these people, you know, it's very intentional and it's very demonic. And there's no doubt that a lot of these janitor women are fucking practicing witchcraft. Just like the last one that they got, all of a sudden she quit. This girl named, ironically enough, this woman in the HEB warned me about that woman. She's like, oh, watch out for somebody named Lily. And she said Lily, right? The woman in the HEB, that psychic, so-called psychic who stopped me in the HEB one day and she started reading my aura and doing all this psychic shit because she said she needed to talk to me. And this was like 4 months ago, whatever. And then all of a sudden she's like, watch out, there's somebody named Lily in your life who's causing you Lily. And she said the name Lily. And I was like, well, yeah, I know of a few people with that name, but not very well. And I've known a couple of people with that name, but by no means do I know them really well. Okay, I just know them a little bit. And they have that name Lily. And then she's like, well, when she warned me about somebody named Lily. And go figure, the woman who they just fired at Gold's Gym or quit, whatever, the last janitor at the one on 151, Highway 151 in US 90, her name was Lily. And all of a sudden, about a week or two ago, she quits. And I saw her, she was training this new woman whose name is Ani. Her name is Ani, and she's from Venezuela. She seems friendly, but like I said, I just don't fucking trust anybody. I'm not going to be too fucking friendly to anybody. But so far, I've been nice to her, and that's all. But I'm not going to go out of my fucking way because the way these people are, there are a lot of people are. Don't get me started. But Lily, go figure. Her name was Lily, the one who was working there, and all of a sudden quit. And she was always looking at me really weird. Like I could see that somebody, like I was like, what the fuck is she always like? I could see that it's like they send the janitor. It's a fact. If you're a targeted individual or anybody, it's pretty fucking obvious that at a gym or any kind of hospital or whatever that they pay these fucking janitors to be servants of the government to spy. It's obvious because they are always, I mean, what a perfect spy. A janitor. They can collect DNA in the bath. I mean, come on. Pieces of hair, DNA. I mean, they're perfect spies when you think about it, right? And they don't really fucking speak English, or a lot of the times they play like they don't fucking speak English, but they do. So they always use janitors and utility workers and things like that to keep tabs on people. The city workers and whatnot are the flying monkeys to fucking gang stalk people. Hello, it's common sense, you know? I'm not fucking stupid. I've been going through this shit for so long. I don't fucking trust anybody. I never talk to anybody, hardly, because I just know my instincts always tell me things. And I'm usually right about a lot of what I see and experience, and my perceptions are usually correct about a lot of things. When you have feelings about people, that's there for a reason. And then when when you tell somebody no, the answer is no, and I don't try to make me doubt my own perceptions and don't fucking gaslight me like these fucking narcissistic people do who want to control you. They'll be like, you're wrong about, no, I'm not wrong about you, I'm right. I was right the whole fucking time, you fucking dumbass. Some of you fuckheads who fucking did damage to me, and you're gonna fucking pay for that via karma. These people that did this shit to me. Yeah, just wait one day. You're going to get something, you'll see. Something karmic will happen to you, because that's the way the universe works. You people who lie, who stole from me, who sexually exploited me, who gang stalked me, who stole my inheritance, who set me up for failure and rejection and all that shit on purpose, you'll see. One of these days, in your perfect little fucking world of everything, something might happen to you, and who the fuck is going to be there for you when you treat people like that? Like the way they've done to me, like a fucking doormat. Like everybody, the unpaid fucking helper, doormat, scapegoat. I'm not your fucking scapegoat. I'm not anybody's fucking babysitter. And I'm not your fucking unpaid therapist either. just let that be a fact for you fucking people taking advantage of me. Don't fucking do that shit to me anymore. So today I went into the locker room again, and of course there are these black women. I've never seen them before. It's like all of a sudden these fucking actors there, all these goddamn fucking actors, people I've never seen that act like they're fucking acting, like scripted fucking actor people. And they're in there gossiping, these black women, these two fucking black women. And then I go and I'm like, sure enough, there wasn't anybody else in the locker room who I could see except the janitor somewhere doing something. And I go into the last bathroom stall, and there's all this fucking trash all over the place, all over. And there, of course, the only two in there. I'm like, I wonder who left the fucking mess in the bathroom stall. Was it, I don't know, but I wonder, because they were laughing, watching me go in there and started laughing at me. I'm like, gee, did they make the mess in there? I don't know, because I don't have, but possibly. There's always these women go into these goddamn places and leave a fucking mess. These fucking bitchy, fucking entitled women who think that they're all that. They intentionally leave shit all over. They leave their fucking paper towels all over the place. They don't flush the toilets. They leave all kinds of shit behind on purpose because they're little lazy fucking bitches that think that people are supposed to, cater to them. And that's how these fucking arrogant people act at these gyms. Like, that's how they behave. It's like, pick up your own fucking trash, bitch. The janitor's getting paid to do it, but god damn it, you fucking whore. Pick it up yourself. Are you that fucking lazy? Fucking bitch. Pick it up yourself. I'm just thinking in my mind, like, what the fuck kind of bitches do that? But that's how these arrogant people are. Arrogant. They treat service staff like shit. People who treat waiters and shit like shit are fucking horrible people. And you see it all the time with narcissistic people tend to treat the service industry people like shit. I should know, working in that fucking industry for a long goddamn time, serving people. I got treated like fucking shit by these fucking elite goddamn fucking people all the time. Treated like shit. Like a fucking doormat. Cleaning your fucking toilet, cleaning up after your fucking Jewish fucking ass or your fucking nigger ass, black ass, whatever. I got treated like shit with that homoglow crap by these people. And you know what? I throughout my life, I've been treated like crap by people at these kinds of jobs, and never again. But I've gone through it, and I know how it feels to be treated horribly by people who look down on you because you don't have the right title or job or appearance. And fuck you. Fuck people who treat people like shit like that because they're doing something that's not white, like some kind of you're not wearing a suit and tie, okay? But that's how a lot of these arrogant fucking people are in this society. Just narcissistic people who think that if you're not, that they just want to step the fuck all over you. And I get it all the fucking time because I don't dress up all the time because I'm very... What am I supposed to wear, a fucking suit and tie or a dress to the fucking grocery store and get all fucking wear a three-piece suit to the fucking grocery store? Why? What the fuck for? In San Antonio? Nobody fucking gives a shit. I'm not in the fucking whatever the fuck it's called, West Oaks or Oakland Park, whatever the fuck, Alamo Heights. I'm not in the fancy part of town. What does it matter? Nobody gives a shit what I dress. Nobody cares. But they're always scrutinizing me so much that it's like, okay, fuck you then, fuck yourself. Go fuck off. I am who I am. I'm not here to fucking impress your fucking ass. So yeah, they leave the trash behind on purpose. They do all the fucking gang stalking and the park, all the shit that these people do to try to get me to react to it. And it's all very much set up, very, very orchestrated. And, just so happens that last night I was up kind of late because I like to read and research all the time. And I could spend all day and night doing that. There's so much that I like to learn about. And I was researching something more about the Khazarian Mafia, the KM, Khazarian Mafia. And I just got, I read this. It's very interesting stuff. If people would just quit acting like that is not what's going on in this world. And you know, their people are so fucking brainwashed. That's why I don't have any friends. I can't relate to most people because they're just fucking mentally too stupid, too dumb. I just can't. I mean, they're not very enlightened about anything that really goes on except what the fuck they see on their fucking mass media TV shit, propagandized social communist bullshit. And I just can't fucking, there's nothing to fucking talk about, or even, I just get irritated, very irritated, because you can't even have a conversation about anything with these people about except some fucking bullshit that I don't fucking care about. So I just don't talk, I prefer to isolate and be left alone and talk to myself. And call me schizophrenic, whatever. I don't really fucking care what these people think about me.